Hi, this is Barry Rosen. I wanted to tell you about my new class starting February 12th, New Dimensions in Major Period Analysis, Developing New Insights into Dasha Time. And the course runs on Sunday Central Standard Time from 2 to 4 p.m. We're going to have a 2-week break while I visit my dad, and you can study some 3 bonus videotapes on Dasha analysis, and then we're going to keep going to new material. Excited about this class because I'm always trying to develop unique ways of approaching Vedic astrology from my 30 years of experience. Our first class on uh, February 12th is going to be called The Owner's Manual for Dashas, How to Manage Certain Periods and Their Basic Laws. Basically, people go through a Saturn period, and at the end of the Saturn period, they think, oh, I wish I knew that I needed to slow down, or that I needed to meditate more, or I needed to just expect a lot of delays and things to happen all the time. And each period has certain what are called karaka, or basic levels of running, and we want to give you an owner's manual to get through your dashas. So that's what we're going to cover in our first week. We have 2 weeks off, and I've done 3 videotapes you can study on your own, which are all the rules for analyzing dashas for those of you who don't know dashas well. So we'll have 6 hours of material on that. And then when we come back, we'll review that material, and then we'll go into difficult dasha combinations, how the nakshatra lords is key, and how to use mahadashas for timing specific areas of our life in the bargain charts. The most unique part of our class is going to be week 4, which is timing dashas on 5 levels. I don't think anybody teaches this. My background is in financial astrology, and when you're timing the stock market, you can't be off, a day, or you miss a whole move. And so I had to kind of learn how to rectify charts and get the dashas rectified on 5 levels so I could predict events on 5 levels of dashas. And I've been watching this my own life for 25 years with my rectified chart, and it's very easy to kind of predict things on a daily basis, or know that even on a 5th level you're going into a Venus period, and maybe in my chart that means very specific things, and I need to kind of be aware of them in order to kind of be more successful in my life. So people think that 5 levels of dasha timing might be very complicated, but it's actually you can break it down to a simple level. I'm going to teach some techniques for doing that. And basically that also involves kind of looking at the major periods in our life. So if you went through a Mars period for 7 years, and during that Mars period, certain things happened and certain patterns repeated, then chances are on the 5th level, a lot of those themes will kind of repeat also. So there's kind of an easy way to kind of time your life on 5 levels of dashas, and we'll teach that in week 4. Week 5, we're going to introduce Rashi dashas. Most of you know that Vimshottari dasha is very connected to kind of the emotions in the moon, and sometimes it's how we feel about what's happening in our life, but it may not actually time what specifically happens. And the nakshatras are connected to the mental level, and the rashis, or the signs, are more the physical manifestations. And there's actually 32 dashas that are talked about in Parashara. I mean, we're going to give an overview of a couple of them that are the most useful, and maybe have some bonus classes at some point on those. But Rashi dashas are very useful for actually predicting the physical manifestation of what's going to happen in your life. And there are actually some simple tricks that we can learn to understand and how to use them. So that's our class. We're also going to have a section on nakshatras and dasha timing, and that's actually included on our website now. That's actually more part of week 3. It turns out that if you are going through, let's say, my moon's in Jyeshtha nakshatra, which is in the sign of Scorpio. So my dasha sequence started with Mercury dasha, And then it went into K2, and then it went into Venus. Of course, everybody knows that basic sequencing. What you didn't know is actually if you start in Jyestha Nakshatra, your first period of your life is going to be more like a Jyestha period rather than a Revati period or an Ashalesha period. It's a different type of Mercury. When you go into your K2 period, my K2 period was more of a Mula period. It wasn't the other nakshatras. It wasn't a Magha period or an Ashwini period, which are very different. And so the sequence of your dashas unfolds in the sequence of nakshatras that begins. So we can look at that, and we can also see that because of that sequencing, the houses that are involved can be very different. So if, let's say you're in a Bharini period connected to Venus, Bharini is in Aries, and Venus owns the houses in Taurus and Libra. So it's more second and seventh house Venus issues that are coming up. It's more relationship issues that are going to come up, and family issues are going to come up in a Bharini Venus period. Whereas if you are running a Purva Phalguni Venus period connected to Leo, Venus is 3 and 10 from Leo, and you're going to have more issues around career and the arts happening in a Venus period in that. So week 3 actually is going to be on seekers of nakshatras and their connection to dasha timing. So very excited about this class. I'm trying to bring out new things, new ways of looking at things. Even if you don't know a lot about dasha timing, we're giving you 3 weeks of bonus lessons on 6 hours of videotapes on dasha timing that you can watch during the break while I'm traveling between February 12th and March 4th. So you're going to get 16 hours for just $125. It's a great deal. You can go to my website, www.appliedvedicastrology.com, and click under webinar registrar, or you can look just for the webinars tab and look for the class on dasha. So if you have any questions, you can email me at berry2 at fortunecast.com. So I look forward to, we've got a bunch of people enrolled in the class. I'm very excited about our new approaches to this class, and I think everybody's going to enjoy it. So again, if you want to sign up or if you have any questions, email me at berry2 at fortunecast.com or www.appliedvedicastrology.com. The class will be on GoToMeeting. The videotapes will be recorded if you have to miss them, if you can't take any of the live webinars, which are always wonderful to take so you can ask questions. They will be downloadable into Dropbox and viewable when you have time to watch them. So for those of you who missed my last course, Secrets of Timing, on transits, that class is completing this Saturday. All 4 of those innovative tapes on transits will be available very soon for purchase to watch. And again, transits is my specialty, and I've also developed some unique angles on that, and that information on that course is available on the webinar. Another class coming up in April. We'll have a videotape on that later. Look forward to seeing you all. Have a great day.